Hey Aquarius, welcome to your November X reading. I hope you're all well, happy, and had an awesome October. If you've just stumbled across this video, you're new to the channel. Hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading today that's helpful, that offers clarity, guidance, enlightenment, whatever it is that you're looking for, and you choose to stick around for the journey. A massive thank you to everyone for the love, support, and beautiful energy you guys bring to the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Everything you need to know about this reading, how I go about doing my readings, it's in the description box, so check it out. My contact details and instructions on how to reach me, if you're looking for a personal reading, are also in the description box. I would love to do a personal reading for you, so feel free to reach out. Aquarius, I'm giving away a free 30-minute X reading. If you would like to qualify for that, all you need to do is comment below your name in the comment section and what energy it is that you want to hear release and let go of when it comes to this X. I'm going to randomly select a winner through the comment section at the end of November. You'll know if you're the winner because I will respond that you're the winner to your comment. So make sure you come back and you check that out. Best of luck. All right. What's going on with this X of yours, Aquarius? What's going on with this X of yours? What brings you to this reading? What is it that you'd like to know? What's the overall vibe here? This whole situation, what's the vibe? Who am I connecting with today? Open up. No, nothing's going on is what you're saying, Aquarius. I don't want to talk about this. I'm hurt. I'm holding back. I'm not expressing my emotion. I am not saying a word. I'm keeping my cards very close to myself. Yet there is this desire to speak the truth. There is this desire to confront the situation. And this is from both ends. And it is a pull that you are feeling as much as you're resisting it. That could be due to the fact that you're upset, angry, you feel that something of injustice has been done to you. You're holding on to that resentment. That's the phase you're currently going through. It's a natural part of the process. And you just don't want to give into any type of communication because it's not okay right now. And you're not ready to have a heart-to-heart. You're not ready to have a discussion and come to some sort of a conclusion. There is nothing to talk about right now, yet that pull, the opposite side of that is that you are being pulled towards having the conversation so that you can find some inner peace, get some clarity, release some of that anxiety I'm feeling. Some of you might be feeling in your stomach, around where the sacral chakra sits. There might be abdominal pain. You might be feeling, it may be manifesting in a physical way as well, Aquarius. Just this inability to want to release at this time. You're not ready to. Very interesting. The person you're connecting with is totally getting the vibe. Like they're picking up on this energy. And for whatever reason, I feel, are at bay. They wouldn't approach you right now because I feel that energetically you're really blocking them, even though you really want to have this peace of mind and move forward. But how do I do that? It's not okay. I don't want to do that because does that mean that it's okay? All right. So let's have a look a little bit deeper. Let's explore this a little bit deeper. So what happened here? What's the deal? Regeneration. Ashes to ashes. You know, when I look at this card, I just feel that there was a lot of, this was a build-up. That's what I'm getting. There was a build-up of situation, emotion. There were a lot of little things that just mounted and mounted and mounted. And there may have been so many positive aspects to this situation or this relationship, the potential. There might have been a lot of joy to it, but there was also a lot of toxic energy that was kind of bubbling under the surface, and it wasn't addressed as it needed to be. And it wasn't it may have been the kind of energy where you just wanted to keep the peace and hope that with time things would kind of sort themselves out, that, you know, with time, the right time, it was never the right time to have certain discussions. And this pressure kind of builded. I want you to imagine a pressure cooker. That's what I'm feeling. And it built and it built, the pressure built and built, and eventually it just exploded. The beautiful thing about this is in its place, when it finally exploded and when the lava, because I'm seeing lava here, when it all settled, in its place, something new developed within you. But we're still having trouble letting go of all those things that weren't addressed. See, there are so many things that were left unaddressed. And so there is a lack of clarity that I'm feeling here. And that makes you feel anxious because you're not able to process this in your head space and come to some kind of conclusions. So how are you feeling about them, Aquarius? How are you feeling about them? I'm getting the feeling that you could potentially want reconciliation with this person, but there's a lot to work through here. You're willing to go the distance. You really are. You're willing to put in the hard work. You already have. You know, in its place, like I said, beneath the surface, there was a lot going on that was left unaddressed, but you're willing to address this eventually. When this resentment or this anger or the injustice of what has happened kind of boils over, when it starts to settle, I should say, not boils over, you know, you've got the staying power and you've got the stamina and you've got the will, you know, even if it means that you have to go back and revisit certain things with this person and address them. There is a steady progress here, like everything is happening as it should be. You've gone from, you know, you've gone from that whole cycle when you separate with someone, where you feel the disappointment, you miss them, you miss their company, then you get angry, then you start to analyze, then you start to tear it apart, you start to think of things a little bit objectively, then you start to remember the good times. You've been through all of that, and you have come up with a way that you would really like to pursue this or move forward with this, but something needs to happen before that. And it's the key to you being able to release and open up and allow yourself to speak the truth and allow that anger or the resentment or the injustice to go. So then you can, because you feel that you are willing to put in the work that you need, you know. Unfortunately, what I'm feeling though, the person that you're connecting with, they're in a very, very dark space at the moment. They're really in their shadow side. They're replaying, you know, it's like everything that's happened in their life has come to the surface and they're experiencing it all at once, and it's very much their present. It's become very much their present. This is about, you know, they feel the hurt, they feel the rejection, they feel the loss. They may be coming across as being quite arrogant. They may be triggering you and trying to, they may be trying to trigger you so that they can get a reaction out of you, so that they can really I guess revel in the feeling of it was all your fault. It was or they need the blame. They need to have a reason to be angry, and they're looking at ways that they can trigger and find an outlet for that anger. And it comes from their own lack of self-worth. It comes from them going, bringing everything up that's happened in their life and all the injustices. It's pretty much feeling sorry for themselves, and this keeps happening to me, and this is so unjust and so unfair, and no matter what I do doesn't seem to make a difference. It's that never-ending story. So they're really stuck in that, and they're not able to kind of think objectively. It's all just kind of come and mixed in together. And that pisses you off. I feel that they've done something that was hurtful towards you. Apply it to your situation as it fits, if it fits, and of course flip the energy as you need. But I feel they've gone and done something that was very hurtful, and they are playing the victim. And they're trying to trigger you so that they can have an outlet for this anger that they're feeling. Because you're not the only one that lost someone you care about. They also lost, let's say, their someone that they would unload on. As unhealthy as that sounds, that's what I'm feeling. I wonder, what will they do about this? They really want to repair this. Aquarius, I feel they really want to repair this, but they're not willing to face certain things. And until they're willing, this is the key. This is how this circles back to what your energy that I was getting from the beginning. The reason why you are holding on to this resentment and anger is because they're not willing to own up and take responsibility. And they're playing this victim. They've got this victim mentality. And the only way that they're able for you to, through everything that you have experienced with this person, where something new regenerates and takes its place, right? And you feel that you want to go the distance with this person, they need to come forth with a different mindset. They need to leave behind them what doesn't serve this union. They need to clean it up. They need to figure out what's theirs, what's not theirs, and what is somebody else's that they're bringing into this relationship, and they're holding you responsible for the outcome of their decisions. So this is the kind of injustice that I'm getting. You can't this is not mendable unless they're willing to be an equal, responsible, mature part of the relationship. You're not there to mother them or father them. You're there to be an equal partner in this. And this is what it comes down to. Ooh. Yeah, like I'm getting that there is an element here where, you are willing to be flexible. You're willing to go the distance. That's not the problem. But there is a very big the big problem that lies here is them taking this ownership. Finding a different way. Seeing that, this is not going to get you guys anywhere. So let's break this down a little bit more and see what's going on. I feel that this is something that has happened before. This isn't the first time something similar has happened. And that's why I'm getting that it's like a pressure cooker for you. Like the pressure just mounted. You know, you're like, for F's sake, like seriously, can we please just grow up and do this and focus on ourselves? I feel there are more people involved, maybe extended family. Everyone has their 2 cents. This person may be easily swayed by, immediate family or very close friends. It may feel like everyone's a part of this relationship, and you've tried to regenerate this, you've tried to restore it, you've tried to build on, what have been challenging times with this person, and it's taken a lot of strength, which you have a lot of strength, Aquarius. And you can see now, that you have the staying power. You want this with this person. This is for those of you that truly want to reconcile, but you're not going to be silly about it. That's what I'm feeling. You're not going to be silly about it anymore. You know what needs to be done, and what needs to be done can't be done by you. What can be done by you is allowing them the space that they need to breathe and come through in a way that is needed to restore balance to this. Sorry, too many cards fell out there. This is, this, the never-ending story, this tape playing over and over again, this backwards and forwards, this toxic energy, this lower vibration that they're currently, that they seem to be, they slip into. They kind of dance, they're dancing with the devil, with their shadow side is what I'm getting. Not with the devil, you get what I'm getting at. So they dance with their shadow side, and it often comes up. And every time there's always an apology, there's always a gift, there's always something to be said. And now, there is this sense that you are much wiser, that you are much stronger, that you have the determination and what is needed for you to look past your attraction, look past the love, look past the connection through that apology that always seemed to have worked in the past, and see things for what they truly are. And it is that it's a repeating cycle, and that you're tired of the lack of change that's necessary to really get this going. And so you're putting an end, what I'm feeling, Aquarius, is you're putting an end and taking responsibility for your part in this. And your part in this would potentially be the enabler. You don't want to enable this behavior anymore. And that is something you're in control of. You can't control how they go about dealing with this shadow side. I feel this person may have some kind of a depression, or they may be suffering from past trauma in their childhood. Who knows what happened? And this was something that you felt really, you sympathized with, and you tried to be flexible and understand. And you could, it kind of made sense in some ways how this person was showing up in the relationship, but not to the point where it started to really pull you down and it started to make you question yourself, and so now you're thinking, and they know this, that this is it. This is the final straw. Like, Aquarius is done. Like, how long are we going to be playing that tape? How long are we going to be bringing up everything that's happened in our lives that has been unjust and use that as a reason to not change our future? Why can't we see this from a different perspective? Why can't we use that as a way to heal, as a way to move forward? use what we've been through to help others. Use what we've been through to not let the others we associate with suffer as a consequence of what we've experienced. It's no one else's fault. You know, you're not responsible. It's not your fault what they've been through. And this is what I'm getting, that this person just needs someone to blame. And they know that you will definitely cut them out. This is the final straw. As much as you want this, you're now able to put your feelings to the side. I'm also getting that they really looked up to you, Aquarius, something they may have expressed or they may not have. They really see you, they really see you as something that brought a lot of happiness, a lot of wish fulfillment, a lot of balance to their life, to their emotions. It's almost like you were the drug that numbed the whatever it was that they were going through, that they weren't able to face. And now that you're gone, they can't control this. They can't numb it. They've got no one to blame. They've got no one to turn to, and that will put up with, you know, their approach in a way that you did. No one seems to have that level of understanding or deep compassion that you did. And they've watched you go from, you know, someone that they can truly rely on to someone that's really turned their back and become cold towards them. No, I'm not saying it's not for good reason either. And so, you know, at this stage, they really want to repair this. But for what reason? Is it to get their fix? Is it because they want to show up in a way that you can really put the past behind you guys and build whatever it is that you're wanting to build for the future? Is this about their comfort? You know, they don't know how to come up towards you. They don't know how to approach you now because they know that I think they've just, you know, they've done this one too many times. They can feel it in your energy, like you completely cut them off, and they want to come in and slowly offer some stability to get this thing going again. Offer a message of, you know, a promise of a future. What can we do with this? They are going to make a choice, Aquarius, and their choice is going to be, I want to mend this. How can we do this? They're looking to you for guidance, and this even might frustrate you because it's like, well, you know what I want, and I'm not going to bury what's happened anymore because it just bubbles, and if we don't address it, we can't move forward. And there are things outside of us that you really need to deal with. So I'm getting, Aquarius, that in the month of November, you may have some communication from them, but it may further infuriate you. And I get this is a very challenging energy, but if there's anything I'm getting as an overall message and a vibe from this reading, it's that in the place of what has been lost, in all the anger and the, you know, the injustice of it all, you have recognized just how extraordinarily strong, determined, and how, you know, you can pursue the dreams that you want. You are able to think objectively. You are able to separate yourself from your emotion. You know now when you're taken for granted, and you can move forward no matter how you feel about someone. And that's a very empowering thing to know. That you won't just stay because it's comfortable. You won't just stay because of intimacy. You won't just stay because you don't want to be alone. You know that you'd rather be alone and have peace within yourself than have to continually live this kind of cycle. So let's see what guidance we have for you, Aquarius. when it comes to this situation that you can potentially use to help you work with this in the month of November. They're going to come in. I'm getting that. Relationship patterns. This is what I'm getting. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Boom. Boom, Aquarius. My thoughts exactly. I love it when Spirit talks to us like this. You know? Relationship patterns. In the month of November, I want you to recognize that you are like this cheetah. Puma cheetah? I don't know. It's fast. It's got endurance, it's got stamina, it's going the way, it's going the distance. And it takes strength for you to recognize that. For you to be able to have stamina, to have endurance, it's because you've exercised it. And if there's anything this person's done, is it's helped you exercise it to the point where you're able to detach. And so what I'm feeling here is that you're looking at this situation exactly as it is. You're looking, this lady's holding up a mirror, looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, this is not how I want things to be. You know, there is definitely a need for change. And no matter how I feel and how much I want this and how connected I feel to this person, it's not worth what comes with it, because they're toxic at the moment. They're not dealing with matters that need to be dealt with, so we can have a healthy relationship. And what we're trying to regenerate and what we're trying to restore can actually have, you know, can actually grow, and we're not repeating those same type of cycles, those same patterns. All right, Aquarius, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below. I do love reading your comments. It helps me connect with your energy, and I use that for future readings. If you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. Feel free to reach out. My contact details are below. And don't forget about the free 30-minute X reading, which will be drawn at the end of November. Winner will be drawn at the end of November. Get commenting and best of luck. Bye, Aquarius.